Hello, my amazing Algebra Half students. This is Mrs. A, and I love math. And today we are doing lesson 51, which is on surface area. And surface area, remember, area is like the space that a rug would cover on a floor. That's the area. And the surface area is the area that would be on each side of a figure. So basically, remember that a rectangle's area was just the length times the width of the rectangle. And now we have a figure that's made up, it's a rectangular solid, which means it's like a block. Okay, and with this block, this rectangular solid, we're going to have 6 sides. Now, here's a model of my rectangular solid. And notice that I have a bottom and a top. I have a front face, and then I have the back face. And then over here, I have a side, and matching it on the other side, I have a side. So altogether, I have 6 faces to my rectangular solid. So now the rectangular solid that we're going to look at is this one right here. It has a side length of 2 and 4 and 3. So when you look at it, then if this side is 4, then this side is also 4. And since this side is 4 and this side is 4, this one on the back side is also 4. So you're looking at a 3-dimensional figure here. So the sum of the area of each side is the total surface area. So what we have to do is we have to find the area of all the sides, and since it's a rectangular solid, all the sides have matching pairs. So we have 6 sides altogether, but if we look at this front, we know that it's going to match with the back side back there. Okay, so we're going to say front and back. Okay, and front and back, remember this is 2, this is 4, so this would be an area. 2 times 4 is 8. So since I've got front and back, it would be 8 plus 8 for those 2 sides would be 16. So front and back is 2 sides, and that would be an area of 16 square, let's call them inches, 16 square inches. Okay, so now I have this side right here. Okay, this side, which is a side. Okay, and then if this is 2 over here, then isn't this height 2 over here? So 3 times 2 is 6. So this side has a 6, but then there's a side over here on this one that also is a 6. So we're going to have 6 plus 6 equals 12, and that's going to be, we'll call side and side. Side and side. Okay, and then this one up here we'll call the top, and the matching one we'll call the bottom. So top and bottom. So let's see, we have this one down here is 3, so isn't this one right here 3? And then this one right here was 4, so this one up here is also 4. So we have 3 times 4 is 12. So this side is 12, and the one on the bottom is 12. So we have 12 plus 12 is 24. So now the total surface area is going to be what I get when I add all of those up together, because this is each side by 2's, right? So front and back, side and side, top and bottom. So 24 plus 12 is 36, and 36 plus 16 is 46, 52. So the total surface area is 52 square inches. And we'll be back with another example. For example 2, we're looking at a right prism. Now this is a triangle facing you, and then this is going back but a wall. So it's a triangular solid, kind of like a teepee, all right? But it's going back, kind of like a tent. Let's call it a tent. So this is the front of the tent, and then it's going back. Can you visualize that like a pup tent? All right, so now we have how many sides? We have a front side, which is a triangle, but shouldn't we also have a back side that is a triangle? And then along the sides of the triangles, we have 3 more sides. This one, the base, and the one over here on this side. So we have altogether 5 sides. So 5 sides, and we want to make sure we take all 5 sides into consideration. Now, only 2 sides match. The front triangle matches the back triangle. So we'll say triangle and triangle, the 2 matching sides, okay? Anytime you have a hard time seeing my drawing, look at the one in the book, because the one in the book is much better, okay? So triangle, remember the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. Okay, so the area of this triangle is 1/2 of the base times the height, which is 1/2 of 12. So the area here is 6. So we're going to say triangle plus triangle is 6 plus 6, which is 12. So we'll say the area is 12, and they're using centimeters there. Okay, the first one I said was inches, but your book said it was meters. Sorry about that. All right, so then we're going to do the 3 remaining sides. That's 2 sides, and we have 5 altogether. So let's look at this one. We have a rectangle that's on the side of the tent, okay? And it's going to be 5 times 6, or 30. So we'll say we kind of call that the front. Okay, and we'll say that's 30. Okay, now let's look at the base. Okay, so the base, or the bottom of the tent. The bottom of the tent is 3 times 6, which is 18. Okay, and I have one more side that's over here. Okay, now if this is 6, isn't this 6 back here? So this last side over here, we could say the other flap of the tent, is going to be 4 times 6, which is 24. Okay, so we have the back flap is 24, and I'll put that there. So to find the 5 sides, the total surface area, we have to add the 2 that were the triangles, and the front, and the base, and the back. We add all those together. And 12 and 18 are very easy to add because they both go to a 10 in the ones place. So that's going to be a 30, plus another 30 is 60, plus a 24 is 84, and that's going to be square, what did we say, centimeters? Centimeters squared. And that is the correct answer. So now we will be back with a practice problem for you to do. Okay, this practice problem, the first one, is a rectangular solid. But notice that it has a little square base here, so that's going to make it a little bit easier. Won't 4 of our sides be the same? Look at this. We've got 2. This side right here is a 2 and a 4. So won't this side, 2 times 4, be 8? But this side is also a 2, because that one's a 2. And this side must be a 4, so 2 times 4 is 8. And then they're matching sides. The top and the bottom will match, so that'll be another 8. The right and the left will match, so that'll be another 8. So altogether, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 8s. So 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 32. And that's going to be all of our long sides. Okay, so what about this one? It's just 4, right? 2 times 2 is 4. But isn't the back square also 4? So we have 4 plus 4 is 8. So now all we have to do is add 32 and 8 together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides represented. 32 plus 8 is 40 square. And this one, it says dimensions are in feet, so that's going to be square feet, and we are done with that one. And I forgot to let you work it, didn't I? Oops. I'll let you work the next one. Okay, this is your last practice problem, and since I stole the other one, you need to copy this one down and then pause your video. All right, so let's do this one together. So we have a right triangle there. I forgot to put that on the original. Sorry about that. So now we've got 9, 12, 15 are the sides of our triangle. Okay, and over here on the back, don't we have another triangle? So we have the two matching sides, which would be the front and the back of our kind of funny looking tent. Okay, so we're going to say area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height, which is 1/2 of 9 times 12. Now 9 times 12 is a big number. 9 times 12, it's going to be 18, 108. But instead of multiplying, guess what we can do? 1/2 of this product is the same thing as 1/2 of the 12, which is 6 times the 9. So we're going to change that to 6 times 9, which is much easier for us to do, and that is 54. So this one is 54, and the one on the back is 54. Okay, and then here we've got 15 times 20, which is not as hard as it looks because 15 times 2 is 30, and then I tack on another 0. So this is 300 square centimeters. Okay, in your book it says centimeters. And so lastly, we've got to do our base and our other side. So the base is 12 and then 20 on the base. So 12 times 20, we'll just make it right here. So the bottom side is going to be 12 times 2 is 24, and tack on another 0 is 240 square units. Okay, and then this one on the back, we have a back side. Okay, so the back side is going to be the same length, 20, but it's going to have a 9 here because it's this other flap of the tent here. So it's going to be 9 times the 20. We could put the 20 here. 9 times the 20 is going to be 180. And so should have 5 sides. Let's see if we can find them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're going to add all of those up together. Okay, so the 54 and the 54 become 108, 108 when I add those together. So we added those two. And then the 240 and the 180, when I add those together, I'm going to get a 0 and a 12 and a 4. Y'all check my math, but I think I did that right. And lastly, we're going to put in the 300, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides taken into consideration. And now we add these up, and we're going to get an 8 and a 2 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 828 square centimeters. And that should be our answer. So if I ever make a mistake on a video, I hope that you will send me a little message via email and say, hey, Miss A, you made a boo-boo. Sometimes that happens. But we are done with surface area. And this is Mrs. A, and may God bless your day.